Welcome to Wonderslate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. Topic for today's quiz is Diversity in Living World. Question number 1. Which of the following is less general in characters as compared to the genus? Option A. Species. Option B. Family. Option C. Class. Option D. Division. The correct answer is Option A. Species. The correct hierarchy of classification of various taxons in descending order is given by kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. The kingdom is the highest taxon with the least similar characters shared between its various members, while species is the lowest level with almost similar morphological and behavioral similarities. Species are followed by genus with slightly fewer similarities among its members. Question number 2. For wheat, which of the following combinations is correct? Option A. Genus Triticum, family Poaceae, order Poles, class Monocotyledonnae. Option B. Genus Triticum, family Poaceae, order Poles, class Dicotyledonnae. Option C. Genus Triticum, family Poaceae, order Sapindales, class Monocotyledonnae. Option D. Genus Triticum, family Anacardiaceae, order Poles, class Monocotyledonnae. The correct answer is Option A. Genus Triticum, family Poaceae, order Poles, class Monocotyledonnae. Wheat Triticum aestivum is a largely cultivated grass of genus Triticum and used as cereal worldwide. Belong to family Poaceae of order Poles that belongs to the class Monocotyledonnae. Is a native of Asia. Question number 3. Cells regulate their activity through Option A. Flow of energy. Option B. Flow of material. Option C. Flow of information. Option D. Flow of smoke. The correct answer is Option A. Flow of energy. Cells in your body get energy from the foods that are eaten, such as glucose, a sugar. Cellular respiration converts glucose and oxygen into water, carbon dioxide, and usable form of energy called ATP. This stands for adenosine triphosphate. Question number 4. What is the correct sequence of taxonomic categories? Option A. Division, class, family, tribe, order, genus, species. Option B. Division, class, order, family, tribe, genus, species. Option C. Phylum, order, class, tribe, family, genus, species. Option D. Class, phylum, tribe, order, family, genus, species. The correct answer is Option B. Division, class, order, family, tribe, genus, species. Taxonomic category is also called the Linnaean hierarchy because it was proposed by Linnaeus. The hierarchy of categories is the classification of organisms in a definite sequence of categories, taxonomic categories, in descending order, starting from the kingdom and reaching up to species, or an ascending order from species to kingdom. The number of similar characters of categories decreases from the lowest rank, species, to the highest rank, kingdom. The hierarchy includes 7 obligate categories: kingdom, division or phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. The categories are arranged in the descending sequence, keeping the kingdom at the top. Question number 5. Taxonomic hierarchy refers to Option A. Stepwise arrangements of all categories for classification of plants and animals. Option B. A group of senior taxonomists who decide the nomenclature of plants and animals. Option C. A list botanists or zoologists who have worked on taxonomy of a species or group. Option D. Classification of a species based on fossil record. The correct answer is Option A. Stepwise arrangements of all categories for classification of plants and animals. The Linnaean system of classification consists of a hierarchy of graded taxonomic ranks that are called taxa. Each taxon may contain several lower taxa, which can be usually distinguished based on certain common characteristics. The 7 main taxonomic ranks in descending order are the kingdom, phylum or division, class, order, family, genus, and species. Question number 6. Identify from the following the only taxonomic category that has a real existence. Option A. Genus. Option B. Species. Option C. Phylum. Option D. Kingdom. The correct answer is Option B. Species. In biology, a species is one of the basic units of biological classification and a taxonomic rank. A species is often defined as the largest group of organisms sharing similar characteristics, capable of interbreeding and producing fertile offspring. Question number 7. Do a true species consist of a population that is? Option A. Sharing the same niche. Option B. Interbreeding. Option C. Feeding over the same food. Option D. Geographically isolated. The correct answer is Option B. Interbreeding. As per the definition given by Ernst Mayr in 1964, a species is a group of actually or potentially inbreeding populations that are reproductively isolated from other such groups. A species may have subgroups, called subspecies or varieties, showing certain distinct features of their own. Question number 8. The first act in taxonomy is Option A. Description. Option B. Identification. Option C. Naming. Option D. Classification. The correct answer is Option B. Identification. Taxonomic identification is the recognition of the identity or essential character of an organism. Taxonomists often present organized written descriptions of the characteristics of similar species, so that other biologists can identify unknown organisms. These organized descriptions are referred to as taxonomic keys. Question number 9. In the zoological name of fish Katla katla, the specific name is identical with the generic name, thus it is an example of underscore. Option A. Antonym. Option B. Tautonymy. Option C. Synonym. Option D. Homonym. The correct answer is Option B. Tautonymy. Tautonyms are the scientific names in which both generic and specific epithets are the same. Tautonyms are used in zoological nomenclature. However, in the current rules for the nomenclature of living organisms, tautonyms are explicitly prohibited. Examples of tautonyms are ratus ratus, rat, katla katla katla, gorilla gorilla western gorilla, etc. Question number 10. Linnaeus is credited with Option A. Binomial nomenclature. Option B. Theory of biogenesis. Option C. Discovery of microscope. Option D. Discovery of blood circulation. The correct answer is Option A. Binomial nomenclature. Carl Linnaeus, a Swedish botanist, physician, and zoologist, laid the foundations for the modern biological naming scheme of binomial nomenclature. He is known as the father of modern taxonomy and is also considered one of the fathers of modern ecology. Question number 11. Metabolism is Option A. Release of energy. Option B. Gain of energy. Option C. Release or gain of energy. Option D. Catabolism of a reaction. The correct answer is Option C. Release or gain of energy. In metabolism, some substances are broken down to release energy for vital processes while other substances, necessary for life, are synthesized by gain of energy. The complex of physical and chemical processes occurring within a living cell or organism that are necessary for the maintenance of life. Question number 12. Thanatology is the science that deals with Option A. Death in all its aspects. Option B. Solving paternity of child. Option C. Identification of living. Option D. Detection of lie. The correct answer is Option A. Death in all its aspects. Thanatology is the scientific study of death and the practices associated with it, including the study of the needs of the terminally ill and their families. Question number 13. Two similar holotypes are called. Option A. Mesotypes. Option B. Meotypes. Option C. Syntypes. Option D. Isotypes. The correct answer is Option D. Isotypes. A holotype is a single physical example, or illustration, of an organism, known to have been used when the species, or lower-ranked taxon, was formally described. An isotype is a duplicate of the holotype and is often made for plants, where holotype and isotypes are often pieces from the same individual plant or samples from the same gathering. Hence, two similar holotypes are called isotypes. Question number 14. In nomenclature. Option A. Both genus and species are printed in italics. Option B. Genus and species may be of the same name. Option C. Both in genus and species, the first letter is capital. Option D. Genus is written after the species. The correct answer is Option A. Both genus and species are printed in italics. The various conventions followed while writing binomial nomenclature are: 1. The first letter of the genus name must be capital and the first letter of the species name must be a small letter. 2. Scientific names must be underlined separately when written by hand. 3. In printed matter, these names are printed in italic and underlined when handwritten. Question number 15. The pesticide that is used in the preparation of herbarium is: Option A. 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. Option B. Naphthylacetic acid, NaA. Option C. Mercuric chloride. Option D. Carbon disulfide. The correct answer is Option C. Mercuric chloride. The herbarium is the region where the collection of dried parts of the plant are organized systematically and the information related to the plants are presented in the paper. During the preparation of herbarium, there are chances of damage to the specimen. So, to avoid this problem, mercuric chloride is used to control insect and fungal infestations in herbarium collections. Question number 16. Species living in different geographical areas are called as: Option A. Allochronic. Option B. Allopatric. Option C. Sympatric. Option D. Siblings. The correct answer is Option B. Allopatric. Reproductive isolation brought about by geographical isolation creates allopatric species that are now present in different geographical regions. Question number 17. Populations are said to be sympatric when: Option A. Two populations live together and freely interbreed to produce sterile offspring. Option B. Two populations are physically isolated by natural barriers. Option C. Two populations are isolated but occasionally come together to interbreed. Option D. Two populations share the same environment but cannot interbreed. The correct answer is Option A. Two populations live together and freely interbreed to produce sterile offspring. Two related species or populations are considered sympatric when they exist in the same geographic area and thus frequently come in contact with one another and are free to interbreed. The example is the mating of a female donkey and male horse to produce a sterile mule. Question number 18. In nature, the biologically cohesive unit amongst the taxa is: Option A. Genus. Option B. Order. Option C. Phylum. Option D. Species. The correct answer is Option D. Species. Amongst all the kingdoms in nature, the only taxon that exists as a biologically cohesive unit is species. Species are the basic unit of taxonomic classification. It contains organisms with the least general character. These are interbreeding organisms but are genetically distinct. Question number 19. The generic name of mango is: Option A. Mangifera indica. Option B. Indica. Option C. Mangifera. Option D. Indica mangifera. The correct answer is Option A. Mangifera indica. The scientific name of mango is Mangifera indica. Its generic name is Mangifera, species is indica and L is abbreviated for Linnaeus. Question number 20. Which one is an exclusive characteristic of living beings? Option A. Increase in mass from inside. Option B. Increase in mass both from outside and inside. Option C. Perception of events happening in the environment and their memory. Option D. Isolated metabolic reactions occurring in vitro. The correct answer is Option C. Perception of events happening in the environment and their memory. The perception of events happening in the environment and their memory is the most exclusive characteristic of living beings. This phenomenon is called as consciousness or irritability. An increase in mass could be seen in non-living things as well, such as in the crystal. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now. Link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the